Realtree's Midwest Whitetail is brought to you by Cabela's, Cuddyback, America's Best Bowstrings, Drake Non-Typical, Easton Arrows, Frigid Forage, Fuse, Grizzly Coolers, Hoyt, Hoyman Tree Saws, Lone Wolf Tree Stands, Nikon, Ozonics, Redneck Blinds, RTP Outdoors, Spot Hog Releases, Wasp Archery, Viking Solutions, and Realtree.
Well, it's getting close to hunting season. We are finally approaching into that time of year, and we are thoroughly excited to be a part of Midwest Whitetail. This is our first year, and Logan and I have been working our tails off, trying to pencil and pinch point these bucks down that we're after. And luckily, we've been very fortunate to have quite a bit of footage of deer that we're after, deer that we recognize, and some new up-and-comers that we haven't. And I'm going to let Logan kind of introduce those as we go along.
We've got several different farms that we've been hunting over the last few years, and most of those farms have had soybeans this year, so we've been fortunate enough to catch some velvet footage of a few bucks that we know, and actually a few that we don't. We've got one that we call Rhodey, this is the first year that we've seen him, and he is a giant. We've got another couple deer on another farm that Matt can talk about. Yeah,
Goliath. Goliath is a deer that I'm really familiar with. We think that Goliath is around 6 years old at least. We've had 3 years of history with this deer, and I actually had a couple encounters with him out of the stand last year. Had him within 50 yards, just never could quite close the distance on him. Another deer we have is called Knuckle. Knuckle's on a different farm, and he's one of those deer that we had an ample opportunity to harvest last year, but we decided, kind of stay out of that area so we're not, given the opportunity to take him. We really wanted to see what he could turn into, but he would have been one of those deer that would have been hard to turn down if he was underneath your stand. So we did let him go one more year, and we are so happy that we did. He really put on some mass, he really put on some main beams, and really he grew into a magnificent animal. And Logan and I did a little velvet footage shooting. It's been about a month ago, and I was lucky enough, he came out with a bachelor group of bucks and got some pretty good footage of him.
We're definitely excited. We've got a lot of great deer to chase, and hopefully we can bring the stories to you.
Hi, I'm Nick Bemler with Midwest Whitetail, and behind me here we've got an 1.5 acre food plot. It's got oats, wheat, rye, turnips, and clover. Our goal here is to take this thing and just turn it 100% clover plot by next year. It might take a little bit longer than that, but the reasoning behind these oats and wheat this year is just kind of help choke out the Sericea lespedeza issue we've got up here. Again, this is a family farm, 40 acres. We know where they're coming from. We know where they bed. They might not necessarily be on us, but hopefully this plot gives a little bit of attraction this late fall and winter, especially when everything else is dead and we've got an 1.5 acres of green sitting here behind me. I'll be hunting out of a Redneck 360 ghillie blind, great blind. We'll be 6 foot off the ground. This is actually my first year hunting an elevated blind, so I'm looking forward to that. We've got 2 deer in particular on this farm that we're going after this year. One being Triple. He's got a 3rd brow tine. He's a unique deer that we're excited about, big body. The bad thing about him is we got him on camera last year, but just haven't seen him this year. We know he's still there. We got pictures of him in February, still holding his rack. Just hoping, surely he made it through summer. So we've got a new mainframe 8 symmetry. Everything's perfect. This deer is 3.5, 4.5 years old. We're excited about him. He's been showing up in this plot behind me 3 days a week in the daylight, which is a first for me on this farm. A lot of my buck pictures were coming at night, so this will be a new turn of events here. Hopefully has some success, but yeah, we're looking forward to the 2018-2019 season, and we will be keeping you posted.
Hey guys, it is Labor Day weekend. We're here in Missouri, and this weekend we've been doing a lot of work getting tree stands moved and everything ready for the season. It's season here in Missouri in 2 weeks about, So we've been trying to get everything ready, just last minute stuff that we need to get finished up. I got a few different sets moved over some bean fields that I think early season we'll probably have some deer in front of us. So this year I've got a few main goals. My #1 goal this year is to get my girlfriend Mackenzie on a deer with her bow. She shot last year a little bit and she went hunting a couple times, but this year she's been practicing a lot and just really working hard to get ready for season, and she's gone with me to move some stands and check cameras, and she's really seeing what it's all about. So hopefully this year we can get her on a deer. That's the main reason I moved all these stands on these bean fields, is to hopefully get her on one early. And you know, she's looking for a nice buck. She's still kind of picky, but I think if a nice 3.5-year-old comes in, she'll probably take it. So with that being said, my next goal is I'd like to get on a mature buck this year. We've got a few around. I've got a couple on the farm. The main farm I hunt's over in Madison, Missouri, and there's a buck over there called Lefty. He's a nice wide 8-point, but his left side's a little bit taller than his right. He's mature. And then there's a 10-point over there that's pretty nice, and he's mature also. So those 2 bucks are my main bucks that I'm going after this year. My last goal is to film Ben, my hunting partner, and hopefully he can get on a big buck. So, you know, we've been working pretty hard. We've got our food plots in. We did probably 4 or 5 acres over at his lease, and then we did about 1.5 acres over at where I hunt in Madison. So our food plots are starting to look really good. We're getting some rain finally. We're kind of sort of stepping out of the drought. We need more rain, but it's definitely better than it was. So this year things are starting to look a little better. Ben's got some good bucks on camera. I've got a few good bucks on camera, and I think we're gonna have a good season. So stick with us, and we'll keep you updated as we hunt throughout the year.
What's up, all you Midwest Whitetail fans? It is September the 1st. We're in Northeast Missouri, 2 weeks from season, and today we got a couple new cutty backs, and we're gonna go put these out, and we're gonna check some food plots, check our redneck blinds. Hopefully I'll be sitting in one of those opening day. So let's go get started. Like I said, we have fans, Midwest Whitetail fans. All you peeps out there.
All my peeps.
All of our peeps.
Alright guys, so we are driving down to a couple of the spots here on the 70-acre farm, and we're going to be trying to find out where Joe's going to be hunting opening day. I will be out in Colorado, so leaving Joe to it to hopefully put down a big buck before I even get home. So oh yeah, well that's clover. Yeah, that looks amazing. Yeah, that's plot screen. Yeah, that's gonna be money. Sweet. All right, let's check this out, make sure everything's good in here. Yes. Oh, I still got the heater, won't need that. Alright, let's see here. Oh yeah, this is awesome. I may end up in here opening day. Sweet. Alright, this is looking amazing. The clover is, oh man, it's so thick. Redneck, plot screen, clover. It's gonna work. I got the camera, but we didn't bring like a in-ground mount, so we're gonna put this below, and I'll come back and we'll put in a stake or something and get this mounted up here, because I really want to see what's been hitting this. All right, got one more. Still carrying this. All right, we're backing up our food plot. Found the T-post, pulled it, brought it up here, got a camera mounted. We're gonna be watching what comes out here. But for our 2018 deer season, for the knuckles, we're gonna have lots of fun. I mean, that's our goal. Just get out here, shoot deer, have a good time doing it, and hopefully inspire you guys to get out here yourself, enjoy God's creation, enjoy your friends, enjoy the pursuit of deer, and enjoy every moment, the ups and the downs. I mean, it's the journey that makes deer hunting a sport like none other. So we're going to show you our journey, and check back in. Hopefully in 2 weeks I'll be in the field, and we'll be showing you some deer. So come back, see what's going on, and here's to a good season.
Let's do it.